start our YouTube recording.
What are we doing? Are we doing Denver, Steel City? What are we doing again?
No, we're going to Phoenix
We're going
to watch the Metros visit the Desert Devils. Oh wait, real quickly, I wanted to make sure that Lesniewski is going to make his debut here on stream. The Polish Rifle. Okay, I got a little bit of color commentary here. So as we start off the 6th season of the TWBA, used to be the NABA. Now we have our new structure here, and this is the first season here, bringing in those Eurasia teams to come and compete in another conference. So we'll play them in the playoffs this year. That'll be fun. And our first game live here will be Phoenix versus Seattle. These two teams are 19 and 21 all time. They last played in 2013, 2 years ago, down in the ICBL. Seattle was promoted that year, finishing second to Guadalajara. And last season, they started off hot in the NABA and then teetered at the end of the season, finishing 6th. They have a young pitching core. In the offseason, they added all-time leader in WAR, Wendell Fewings, the center fielder. He spent most of his whole career in Delhi so far, so it'll be interesting to see how his skills translate to the North American game here. Phoenix had to wait another year down the ICL before getting their turn at promotion last season, finishing second to Baltimore. This will be their 3rd season up in the top league after yo-yoing back and forth a few times. Phoenix is a young team with a lot to dream on. They're hoping it'll be enough to keep them up this season. They have a really young starting lineup. Most of their players are under the age of 24. Look at that. Only 3 players above 24 here. On the mound is lefty. This is an interesting name. Sylwester, I think is how you say it. Sylwester Lesniewski, the Polish Rifle, as I have dubbed him, will be making his debut against ace of the Seattle staff, Frank Lack. All right, you ready to go, Mike?
Yeah, we can. I would like to point out Phoenix getting younger in the offseason. They traded Serban Gango to Las Vegas and got back Connor Bradburn and Vinny Herrera, so Phoenix trying to pay that trade off right away.
That's right. They own the top minor league system in the TWBA, and they only got stronger during the draft time. They had the number 1 pick, taking Hem Shorey out of North Carolina. Strong pitcher, went 12-0 last year with a sub-1 ERA in the NCAA. He's a college arm that should move quickly through the system. So, lots to hope for in the future. If you're a fan of the Desert Devils, do they have enough to stay up in the top division? Let's find out.
Yeah, and for now, just stay up is going to be your goal.
We're going to get our first look at that nice Sun Stadium here in Phoenix. Uh-oh, did I break it?
Uh-oh. This probably isn't good.
Purple, why is it purple?
Hit default.
No, default's one I made.
Oh.
So I'm just going to make sure these are all ones that I didn't make. Overhead. Okay, let's do this. Camera angle.
So here's Lesniewski. Wines fires the 0-0. Diving stop at second. On to first. There's the first out of Lesniewski. Or as Ben would like to call him, the Polish Rifle. And here's Phil in the first baseman. Left-handed batter facing the left-handed pitcher is going to bounce out to first base, back to the pitcher. And now, as you mentioned, rear leader in WAR, it's Fewings. Out in left now. Big-time hitter who's going to walk down to first base. So first and third for Stevens. Emmanuel Stevens, DH, coming up to face the left-hander, righty versus lefty, traditionally the better matchup. 3-1 to Stevens. This is into left field, high and deep. Going to be caught at the warning track. Clean first inning for Lesniewski on the scoreboard. Although he did walk a couple of guys in, Ben. That's not how you want to start a baseball game.
But, you know, he got out of it a little shaky there, but he got out of it without any damage on the board. So he's going to turn it over to the hitting squad here.
Frank Leck, who retires Raider. And now here's Tiro, the 0-2 to him. Bouncer to second, on to first, going to get the out. And now here's Barnhart, the center fielder.
Barnhart was the MVP last season in the ICBL. Another young player for Phoenix. He's going to drive that one deep in the gap, and he's going to be standing on second with the double.
And now here's Victor Herrera. Off-season acquisition from Las Vegas. Very young, or Vinny Herrera, rather. Very fast. Might be a year too young as Herrera strikes out. Could be a year too young, but we'll see. Only one hit through the first inning. It's Phoenix, who's got the hit, but nobody's got a run. And we get to see the Polish Rifle come back out. Here is Cesester to face Webb, Carter-Dojo, and Kaufman. This is Webb out into left field. That ball is gone. 1-0 Seattle. They
Where's
take
my
the
home
first
run
lead of
home?
opening day.
Looks like the stadium's holding up now after the purple mess that we had at the beginning.
Here's Rojo. Off into right field. Should be an easy catch, and it is. Nice simple one for Herrera. First put out in right field. Lesniewski to face Rich Kaufman. 0-1 to him. On to second, on to first. And that is an easy out. Kirvisanemi to Skoldulius. And here is Danny Mendez, your weak hitter in the lineup, hitting ninth for Seattle. Mendez back up the middle. That is the third out. So first time through the order, Lesniewski gives up only one hit, a home run, and 2 walks. That's 3 base runners for those of you who are not the best at mathematics. Let's see if Phoenix can respond. Here's Estrada, Alatas, and Skoldulis, and Estrada's going to double into the left field corner. That's an easy 2-bagger, even for Estrada, who's not the fastest guy in the world. And here's Alatas, the left-hander. So I might get power guy if he can get his bat on the baseball. 3-2 to him. This is a lazy pop. Catcher's going to call off and get it. And now here's Skoldulis, the first baseman.
Skoldulis, another trade acquisition by Phoenix, coming over from Hanshin. They also got... Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
They also got another young pitcher in that deal, Claude Monet, the painter. Excellent auto-generated name that I didn't create, so that's pretty funny. And they're hoping that Zenos can sit right in the middle of right in that Phoenix lineup and make an impact this season for them.
Here's Bian, who reached the first time on a walk. Now he's going to fly out into right field, and that's caught easily. Herrera with 2 put out so far out there. Been a little bit busy. Here's Cerrucci, the right fielder. Zester is settling in. Another one to second. A lot of balls going to the right side of the infield. Here's Jordan Foulin. 2-2 to Foulin. Didn't fool him, but again, more work for second and first base. So a lot of balls to the right side of this infield, and you notice Phoenix is playing a lot of guys to the right side. They're shifting the second baseman over more towards that gap a little bit there, Ben. They're trying to defend the right side, funnel balls there, and it's working so far.
That's right. The Polish Rifle is an extreme ground ball pitcher, so Phoenix is looking to surround him with a lot of good rangy infielders there to help their defense. Definitely subscribing to that defense and pitching philosophy so far, and hoping to build a long-standing franchise here in the desert.
So Sumal, Radar, and Taro all go down in the third. Let's go top 4. Here in the desert in Phoenix, Fewing, Stevens, and Webb to face Disaster. Here's the 1-0 to Fewings. He's going to ground to short onto first base. Nice, easy play from Sumal to Skoladulas. If I say some of these horribly complicated names wrong or inconsistently, oh well. Emmanuel Stevens strikes out.
Sumal is another trade acquisition by Phoenix, coming over from Copenhagen. He's another young player, still developing, so like you said, similar to Vinny Herrera, maybe a year too young, but they're going to throw him into the fire, get him some at-bats, some innings in the early going, hoping he can develop into a strong shortstop of the future for them.
Webb, who got the only hit for Seattle back in the second inning, goes down here. So another 1-2-3 as we go back and forth with those. Here is Barnhart.
Frank Lack.
3-2 coming to Barnhart. That is clapped off into right field. That is a single, so Barnhart reaches for the second time. Might get to use that speed. Cover to JoJo. Doesn't have a great arm behind the plate. Here's Herrera.
There he goes.
To Vinny, off on a hit and run. Tap on a bag, so we got the runner at second base for Estrada. Barnhart takes a 2-step lead at second base. Lack of the 1-2 winds and delivers. Estrada off into right field. Will they send the runner is the question. They do, and it is 1-1 Phoenix. And Estrada double scores the run. And here's Slamet Atlas. Or Alatas. Looks like Atlas. Alatas strikes out.
Frank Lack dealing before this inning. He's run into some trouble here in the fourth.
And Skoladulas is going to ground out to short. On to first base. That is the end of the inning. So we are through 4. It is 1-1. Seattle's only got the 1 hit, and Phoenix has 4. I don't know really who's been better in this first 4 innings of play. Ben, I'm going to probably go with the pitching, not really either team.
That's right. This one's a nice pitching duel, a great spectacle if you're there in person on opening day. Exactly what you want out of both your pitchers to start off the season. Frank Lack for Seattle has been one of their true workhorses. He's won, I think he won the Pitcher of the Year a couple seasons ago back in the ICBL. So he's always a candidate to win it here in the TWBA as well. Les Nusi, a young rifle of an arm, looking like he's going to be a great player for Phoenix for years to come as well.
All right, and here is Bond. And he is going to, that looks like I thought it was maybe a bouncer to the catcher. It glitched on my screen for a second. And then Bond's on first base, so
it's like a little bit of a
there by Bradburn.
Swinging bunt. Oh, there's another one. He's going to run right by him.
Bradburn. Yeah, he got it to first.
But he got it at first.
And so we are halfway through the baseball game.
Oh, that's right. We wanted to check in on those out-of-town scoreboards. Turned them off because of the other games we were doing before. Let me see if I can bring that back in here.
I clicked off my screen to see if it would quit freezing, and hopefully I am good now. As Phoenix is going to get another base hit. Oh, actually, that's going to bounce off the wall. This is a double for Sumal. Should have only been a single. I think you turn out of town back on. You got to turn it on at the start of the game.
Shoot.
Because we always have this problem in PvE.
Yeah.
Raider, short onto first base. Doesn't matter. You know, you're going to have the run here anyway. 2-1 Phoenix. Here's Terho. To face Lack. The 1-2. Terho off into right field. This is high. This is deep. It's back and it's gone.
Out of the park.
4-1. Out of the park. 4-1. 3 runs here in the 5th for Phoenix. And now we see Barnhart.
Phoenix has found their bats here in the 4th and 5th, putting 4 on the board after having 1 hit through the first 3.
2-1 or 2-1 is the count. Barnhart getting grounded out to first base. Black does a nice job of covering. Here's Herrera, 0 for 2 on the day. Here comes the 2-1 to Vinny, who's going to pop out to third, and that's the end of the 5th. We go to the 6th, 4-1 to Phoenix. They take the lead in the 4th and the 5th. It is Foulin, Fewings, and Stevens, the middle of the order, the meat of the lineup, to face Lezanuski a third time through. The 1-0 to Foulin is going to get him out at first base. Nice unassisted play from Skolodis. Here's Fewings. Wendell is 0 for 1, but he's technically registered 2 at-bats. He walked once, and he's going to get a single into center field. 70 pitches, it's a good amount through 5 1/3. Probably going to start thinking about the bullpen, just thinking about it. Especially with a young guy. 3-1 to Stevens is going to hit into a double play. So a bad swing from Emmanuel Stevens makes him 0 for 3 on the day and gets Lezanuski out of the inning.
Having a nice debut there for the rookie. Finally, they're going to take Frank Lack out. Here's Philip Buckaloo.
And here is Pedro Estrada to face him. Righty versus righty. Estrada 2 for 2, and he is not going to be out at first base. He beat it out. I can't believe Estrada beat out an infield single.
35 speed. Wow.
Here's Alatas. Lefty versus righty. 3-1 to Alatas. Going to bounce into a double play. So a double play to end the last inning. Double play to get us toward the end of this inning. Here's Zenos. 0 for 2. Over there occupying first base. Righty versus righty again. 0-1 from Bakaloo coming on the way. Shortstop on to first base. And that is it for the inning. So let's go to the top of the 7th. We are almost stretching. Not quite, just almost.
First stretch of the season, we're almost there. Here's Randy Webb. Randy Webb is a rookie, if I'm not mistaken. He homered back in the 2nd.
He scored the first run of the ball game. And here's Rojo.
Whole lot of goose eggs since then for Seattle.
1-1, and Rojo into center field is going to add to that list. And here is Kaufman. Rich Kaufman on a not-so-rich day for Seattle hitting. The 0-1, that is shattered off into the left field. It is a base hit, just a single. Here's Mendez. Mendez, the 9-hole man's 1 for 2. Here's the 1-1. This is screamed off into right field. It is caught, though.
There it is.
A good jump on the ball. So
get your Cracker Jacks.
Time. Yep, get the peanuts and the Cracker Jacks. Lezanuski's completed 7 and only given up 1 earned run. What a darn good day for him. Probably going to be the end of his day. Bradburn, Sumal, and Radar to face Buckaloo. Here's the 2-1 to Bradburn, lifted into left. That is an easy catch. And here's Sumal. Wakeksono Sumo, what a name.
Wakasono Sumo.
What a guy.
And he's got a Wakasomo down to first base. He's
Good
got a little
line,
bit of
and
speed there,
Radar.
too.
Could see a steal here. 1-0. Might be a steal coming. Who knows? Nope. Radar is going to kick this one off into left instead. And that's first and second for Phoenix. So Seattle might not be out of trouble yet.
How
Here's
about this
Taro.
name?
1
Taro
for 3 with a bomb.
Kurvesnemi.
Abbott says last name for a reason. That's a strikeout. And here's Barnhart, center fielder. 2 for 3 on the day, hitting 6.67 on the year, as it were. 0-0 to Barnhart. That is grounded to second on to first base. So Seattle's got 6 outs to play with. Although I don't recommend playing too long. Because if you play with fire, you might get burned. Here's Beyond. It'll be Beyond, Cerrucci, and Foulin. And they're going to keep Lezanuski in the ballgame. One or 2 walks. And there he goes. So a good start for the rookies. 7 and a third, 1 earned. You take that all day and twice on Sundays. And Alaman Guzniak, something like that. He takes it. So lefty facing lefty Foolin, who goes back up the middle. That's a base hit. First and second, 1 out. Maybe you shouldn't have taken him out.
Ooh, and here's
Wendell
Wendell Fewings. Nightmare, they call him, and this is a nightmare situation if you're pitching. And that ball is
Fewings to the left
screamed,
field, caught.
but caught on the warning track.
And here's Stevens. One-two to Emmanuel Stevens, struck him out, so Phoenix gets out of the 8th. Maybe looking to add some insurance and then get it done in the 9th. Here is Herrera. Herrera, Estrada, and Altas. Keep wanting to say Atlas. Popped up by Herrera. That's an out. Here comes Estrada. Oh, 1 and Estrada in the left. That is an easy out. There's Slamet. 0 for 3. Buckaloo looking to get 3 innings of work done. And he won't right now. He gives up his 3rd hit. And here's Zenos at first base. Hitting from the right-hand side against Buckaloo, the righty. 2-2 coming in, and that is into right field. Lazy one, working back easily, is Cerrucci. All right, folks, it's Webb, Cartodurdijo, and Kaufman.
Cartodurjo.
Here's the 3-0 to Webb. And he walks. Here's the aforementioned impossible name.
Cartodurjo is a really strong catcher. One of the best in the league. Excellent hitter from the catcher position. Can he save Seattle's day
left
today?
Well, he won on that at bat. And here's Kaufman. Shortstop 1 for 3 in the ball game. Well, he has reached an extra time. 1-2. Kaufman into right field. This is back. This is deep at the wall, and it's gone. So now it makes things interesting.
A little bit of a ball game here.
4-3 in the ninth. Mendez, then Bian, then Cerrucci.
Will we see a pitching change? And we do. Here's Rafael Briones.
And we see a pinch hitter, Tyler Minier. Bringing the lefty to face a righty. This is back up the middle, base hit. And now Bian is going to get to come up. No, that's going for 2, and he is out. I don't know why you went for 2. And now all of a sudden, instead of 1 man on and 1 out, Iki Bian might be it. This is slapped into the gap, and boy, you're really in trouble now. Minier on first base. That would have been the tie ball game, especially since Bian tripled. A bad base running might have cost you the baseball game. Here's Cerrucci. The 0 to him. This is popped up into right center, and it will. So Phoenix walks out with a win on opening day. They barely do. And it is at least in some small part to some bad base running.
So the day finishes 4-3 in favor of Phoenix. Multi-hit days for Bian and Kaufman on the Seattle side. They get 10 hits, but not quite enough runs there to take the lead. Lack goes 5 innings, 4 earned, 3 Ks, no walks for him. So a little bit of a lackluster showing. On the Phoenix side, multi-hit days for Barnhart and Estrada. They also get 10 hits, but they had 4 runs to take the lead and the game. Lesnusi has a wonderful debut. 7.1 innings strong, 2 Ks, only the 2 walks in the first inning. After that, he really settled down and had himself a day. Guzniak goes 1 inning, almost blows the lead for Phoenix. Briones comes in and shuts the door, gets a save, and that'll be 1-0 opening day for the Desert Devils. Alright, we're gonna quick sim. Uh-oh. Los Angeles. Just gotta move these guys over here. Oh, good thing I accidentally hit finish
How
day.
did you get 6 rows on this? Or 9 rows?
I think it's my computer has higher resolution or something. Okay. So good thing I didn't hit finish day like I normally do, because now we gotta go through these games here.
All right, Boston beats Vancouver 6-1. You know, we got 3 leagues, so I don't think we should go through box scores because we might be here forever.
Yeah, let's just read
That's my
the
opinion.
scores here.
So 6-1 Boston. Guadalajara beats Baltimore 6-3.
Oh, Brooklyn, come on, Jeff.
Crooklyn trying to cheat.
Here's an injury, so we'll put Rascone on. Well, we don't know how long it is. Let's see, what did they do here? Transaction log, blah, 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 blah. They traded for this dude.
For this dude.
And this dude. Let's put this guy on AAA for now. Okay. Where are we?
All right, Brooklyn and Chicago. Barker trying to get his first win, and he won't. 5-2 there, Brooklyn gets the W. Steel City beats Denver, and we saw Phoenix and Seattle.
That's
now,
right.
where do we go?
We got Guadalajara taking the win over Baltimore, 6-3 there.
Mm-hmm.
And we
We're
don't
going
need
to go
to
through
go.
the internationals?
No, we don't need to go through them. All right. So next.
All right, time for the important tier.
Okay.
ICBL scores. Washington beats Bay Area, battle of 2 of what should be the top teams. Cincinnati beats Cape Cod 2-1 rather. Houston beats Atlanta 4-1. And Las Vegas does not start well. 3 runs in the 6th is all it took. Addison shuts them down and out. Memphis beats Las Vegas 3-0. And St. Louis beats Florida 6-1.
Okay. And on to the basement, climbing down the stairs.
The basement is unfinished. Havana wins 3-2 with 1 run in the 10th. Ottawa wins 8-1. Henshin beats Tijuana in the 11th. Tijuana tied that game of the 9th to get there. 5 runs at the bottom of the 7th, wins Mexico City over Haiti, and the Mambas and the Sea Monsters haven't played for some reason.
Alright, well, let's see what happens there.
And
oh, I know why.
Santo
It's
Domingo.
because of the roster issue.
Oh, the roster? Okay.
Yeah. Santo Domingo takes that one 6-1. Alright, let's finish the day here. And Houston. See, this is the trouble with being a commission. You gotta go ahead and just move these dudes. How many? One more. Okay, hopefully that's the last of it. Nope. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of guys.
Can't you just hit auto?
Yeah, let's just... I gotta do this.
That is Baltimore.
Yeah.
ICBL.
Let's do this. He could figure it out later. Alright, and okay, now I got Santo Domingo to do minor league. Okay.
We're going to go through all the teams, aren't we?
This is why minor league. Okay.
Oh, we're good.
Okay. We're gonna do the IBL next now. How do I turn on BNN again?
Okay, so go, and I'm gonna give you some other
we're gonna
suggestions too. So, what game are we doing?
We're gonna do Haiti at Mexico City.
Okay, so now in the top center here.
Yep.
And it's in here somewhere. I believe in the middle. Down a little bit. Okay, where the hell are you?
Oh, here it is.
Okay, so then bring up the scoreboard at the beginning and you should be okay. Okay, also I'm going to make more recommendations. So go up.
Okay.
Back to the top. Scroll down a little bit. I would make the player size bigger so they can see the players better. And set the 3D animation to very fast.
Very fast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Drop these delays.
Well, I like the delays.
You like the delays? Okay.
Yeah.
Um, and then get rid of the motion camera so I can actually tell where the ball's going, or really
Oh,
anybody
follow
can. So
ball.
turn off follow ball. Yeah,
Okay.
because you can't. The camera is horrible.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Anything else?
no, no, the audio's fine.
Okay.
Yep, that's fine.
So I don't know a ton about these teams. Still learning them. I know on the Mexico City side, they've got some strong guys in Arndt and Pottles, two of their best hitters. Young guys, 20. Arndt is 26, Pottles is 25, and Sabadio, also a strong player, 23. I don't know a lot about Haiti. They have Corey Greer, who I believe is their best hitter, 24-year-old first baseman, and Ludwig Zieler, advantage there, going to their center fielder over Son Froni. On the mound is Shinji Suzuki versus Adrian Hagar. Adrian Hagar has hopped around quite a bit. I think he's been on 4 different teams. Philly, Fiji, Washington, Mumbai. He's played for all those teams, so he's found a home here in Haiti. They signed him as a free agent in this offseason, so he's looking to be one of the strong pitchers on their staff. All right, ready to get going?
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go to Mexico City.
All right, let's make sure. Okay, now we got. Wait, what's this? That's not what we want.
Okay, and then you can't move anything because it's doing a
Mm-hmm.
play. Suzuki out 11.
How do I get
And
rid of
now
this? Where's the out
dump
of
the
town?
pitches and pull up
This is what I want.
the out of town scoreboard.
Where should I put this thing? This goes
Get rid of it.
here.
Because now without the follow cam, you can actually see what's going on.
That's true. Okay. What is this thing called? This. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So now we should get those going in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And here is Ultrix that is into center field and caught nicely.
Alright, I have to step away for a second, so I'll just let you do your thing.
And here's Neil. 3-2 to Neil. That is, kicked off. Corey Greer 1-0, and that is into center field. That is easy. And we're out of the first inning. So now bottom 1, Suzuki gets out of the first clean. And here is Adriana Hagar. He faces Subadio out of town scoreboard. Sea Monster Field. The Mambas leading 1-0. Cool Runners in Kingston. Havana beating them, or Havana tied with them rather. I was looking at the hits column by accident. Tijuana and Henshin tied bottom first. Ottawa and Montreal tied as well. We got a runner on the loose. He steals second base and goes to jail for 3 to 5 years. And here's Etikus Arndt. That is bounced pitcher onto first base, and it is first and third. And now here's the righty, Elgius Decker. And there's going to be a stolen second base from Arndt. 0-1 coming to Decker from Hagar, and that is popped up, and he's out. And here's Pottles. Jaroslav Pottles. The right-handed first baseman had 3 hits in the first game yesterday. Now he walks. And here's Safrani, who was 1 for 3. Hagar thrown 16 pitches already, only has 1 out. Here's the 0-1. This is into left center field, and that is off the wall. This is going to be a bases clearing rather. Oh no, not double. They do not send the runner from third. I'm very surprised by that. So Pottles, the first baseman, still on third. Safrani in second. Here's Evgeny Visakov. Vismakov, whatever. 3-0 as he drives in a run on a ground ball out. Here's Jacket Jarrett. Jarrett, the DH, down the line at third, and it is 4-0 on a Jarrett double. Hagar's ERA so far, a whopping 54. Here's Leo Wilson. Wilson went 2 for 3 yesterday. He hits 8th so far today, and he is out. So let's go top of the second. 4-0, Mexico City. Haiti hasn't even gotten it off the ground yet. Here's Zyler to face Suzuki. This is off into the gap left center field, and Zyler into second with a double. And here's Fei Hao. 1 for 3 with a solo shot in game 1 of the series. That is popped up into right. Not gonna be a problem. And now here comes Moeda. Moeda with 1 out. The 1-2 from Suzuki struck him out. Here's Esteva with 2 outs in the inning. Jesus, the 0-1 to him, bouncer to second, on to first, got him out. So we end the second, and we end the top of the second, and it is 4-0. Here's Damiani, the right-handed hitting catcher. 1 for 4 yesterday. He will ground out. And now here's Subadio, who led off the first with a single. 1-1. This is cleared off into left field. This might be, and it is gone. So 2 home runs in 2 days. A good way to start your season. And it is 5-0. And here comes Art. In center field, 5 of 6 so far in a year, and I say that because he's had such a great start, and he's 1 for 1 today already. First base on the covering first. Oh, that's the pitcher. Just kind of teleported over there out of nowhere. Here's Eligas Decker. 3-2 from Hagar to short first, easy out. Vizimkov to Puddles, and we are out of the second now. Actually, this time, Tijuana beating Henshin 1-0 on the out of town there in the third. Ottawa, Montreal tied in the bottom of the second. Here's Parantap, who pops back to the catcher. Here's Loyan. He's 0 for 1. 2-2 coming to Wilhelm. That is a gap double. That's an easy one. Take that all day. And here's Allred. The DH doesn't have a hit. First game of the year today. Here's the 1-0. We're going to have a steal of third base, and Loyan is safe. Dabani is not very good behind the plate with the arm. Oh, maybe he can contribute more with the bat. Ulrich strikes out. Here's Neal. Neal, very German last name, is going to fly out to deep center field. Art there to make the catch. And we go to the bottom of the third. Here comes Hagar back out onto the mound. He's given up a run in each of his first 2 innings of the year. The 1-1 to Pottle, short on to first, and there's the out. Petre Safrani. 1-1 with 2 RBIs on a double that probably should have cleared the bases but didn't. He now gets a single. Here's Vizimkov. 0 for 1 on the day, and actually that is going to be it for Hagar. Jordan's now in the ball game. Nice diving stop at short to keep it from getting out of the infield. First and second, though. Here's Jackie Jarrett. Jarrett, the DH. 1-2. Jarrett strikes out. Jordan's the lefty, gets the first K of the day. Here's Theo Wilson, 0 for 1. 3-2 to Wilson. Runners were off on 3 and 2 with 2 outs. Pop out to right field. Fly out, rather. And we are done with the third. And here is Suzuki. 0-0 to Corey. Greer is towering into right. That is gone and was out of here in a hurry. Haiti now trails by 4. It's 5-1. That was long gone. Here's Ludwig Zieler. So Suzuki, let's see how he responds after he gives up his first run. He responds with another fly ball to right. That's an out. Suzuki, a ground ball pitcher, not working so far. Here's Fei Hao. 0-1 to Howe. This is just underneath the glove. Wilson at second base. Here's Jordan Moeda. Suzuki looks at first and delivers to Moeda, who's going to deliver a single into right, but that is a dead duck at third base. Thrown out, and now there's 2 outs, and instead of a good situation, first and second one, you're in a meh situation. Runner on with 2 outs, although they are not going to... Oh, they are, actually. Wow. Vizakimov did not move well at all to start that, and then all of a sudden, kind of out of nowhere, made it happen. Here's Jordan's. Alonzo Damian, the catcher, and he's out. On a ground out to second base. Here's Subadio. The 0-1 to him, second, first, easy out. And here is Atchicus Art. 2 outs here in the fourth as Jordan's faces him, and that is a screaming meanie into right field. That ball is gone. 414-foot home run. It is 6-1. And now here's Decker, 0 for 2 on the day, 0 for 4 on the year, does have an RBI. And that is shut off by Decker into the right field corner. It is gone. Oh, no, foul ball. I actually didn't know they showed foul balls when you did action plays.
Strike 3.
And Decker strikes out down the middle. New one for me there. Let's go top 5. Here's Parantef to face Suzuki, who's through 4 with 5 hits given up. Now he surrenders his first walk. These are your number 2 starters in the rotations. Everybody played yesterday. Here's the 1-0, and that is a double into the right center gap. Could be 3 if they throw home. They're going to cut home instead, hold the runner at second base, seed the run. It's 6-2. Havana and Kingston tied at 2. Tijuana and Hanshin tied at 1. Fast out-of-town check. Ottawa and Montreal 4-3 will get the chance. Back him up at third, throw him out at first. Is how Bobby's at-bat goes, and now here's Neal. Neal, something very German, faces Suzuki, the 1-2, and that is a pass ball. Going to be 2-2 here. What a runner on third base. Neal swings and offers and is short to first base, so that is going to be 6-3. 2 outs in the top of the 5th for Corey Greer. Suzuki, Greer struck him out. Bottom 5 halfway through. And now here's Pondos, Safarani, and Vizimka. Mehmed Sig is going to start off this inning. He finished the last one with a third of an out, which was a strikeout. Then Pondos gets on first base. Sig has pitched already. He pitched the inning in the third in yesterday's game, gave up 3 earned runs. And now runners on first and second, nobody down to the 5th. Looks like he might give up more. Here's Evgeny, 1 for 2 with an RBI. Oh, to Evgeny. Shot up to second. Good jump and throw from short. Looks like Safrani tried to decleat him there. But he jumped over it and got the double play. 1-2 to Jack Jarrett. Jarrett is out. And we're going to go to the sixth. Struck him out, Jackie Garrett. Suzuki versus Zeeler. The 2-1 to Zeeler. Lofted off into center. Nice dive-in catch. Hey, how about that one? Center fielder on center fielder crimes. Aren't doing that to Zeeler there. Here's Fei Hao. Bounce to first base. Easy one. And here's Moyeda to the left field. The 1-1 to Jordan Moyeda. Bounce to short on to first base. And the inning is over. Top half gone. Bottom six, here we come. There's Wilson, Damiani, and Subadillo. Here's Wilson. Wilson
Mike.
Steps in.
I'm back. Sorry, I left you hanging that long.
That's fine. Hello. Damiani, the catcher, faces Sig. 0-2 to Alonso. Struck him out. Here's Subadillo. Kusuma, the right man, the right fielder today. Left-handed, facing the left-handed pitcher, Sig, and he flies out to center field, so 6 innings are done. And we have a 3-run ball game. So, in case you're like Ben and you are just coming back to joining us here, we've had a pretty good matchup so far. A lot of runs early on for Mexico City, and they haven't done a lot since. Scored 5 of the first 2 innings. Only scored 1 run in the 4th in the 4 frames since then. Haiti got it put together a little bit in the 4th and the 5th, but it's still 6-3. Hagar, the starter for Haiti, got chased very, very quickly. And Ben, when you get a starter chased out quick, it's not good for your bullpen, even in Game 2 of a 4-game series. It doesn't have to be Game 1.
What happened in Game 1? Mexico City take that one? Trying to
Yeah,
remember.
Mexico City took that one and in big fashion too. So a tired out bullpen for Haiti.
That's right.
And here's Arndt to face Mehmed Sig. Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna say I'm excited to see the travel schedule of these IBL teams, jumping around different countries. They're gonna be exhausted.
Yeah, it's gonna be travel hell. Gonna have to go from Mexico City to Ottawa at some point as Decker bomb 8-3. Decker, another homer out of a good, solid Mexico City lineup. There's Pottles off into left field, and that is caught. Here's Safrani. Petraeus 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs. The 2-0 to Sig. That perfect day does not continue. And with 2 outs, here's Evgeny. Evgeny 1 for 3 on the day. 0-0 to him. Second base, first base. Got him out. Let's head for the 8th. So it is Ulrichs, Nick, and Cody Greer. Trying to put it together with 6 out to play with. Here's Bobby DHing today, getting his first game, and he's going to go 0 for 4. We'll not see him again unless we get something quite interesting to happen. Here comes Neil. The 1-1 to Neil.
I see the tough names continue in this game. Muhlengrach.
Muhlengrach, something German. Well, I've been calling him Neil very German. Neil something very German.
Sounds like he needs a new nickname.
Diving stop at second. Here's Zeeland.
Imagine the travel. The travel from Mexico City to Japan. That's going to be a tough one.
And that is a double play for Haiti. So speaking of a tough one, tough situation for them to get out of. Ottawa 8-6 up in Montreal. There's two teams with an easy travel schedule when they go face each other. 8-6 over there. Istanbul leads Fiji 5-1. I actually don't know who those two are. I know the bottom
That's
one's Copenhagen.
Stockholm and Copenhagen.
Stockholm and Copenhagen.
Auckland and London. Port Moresby and Madrid.
I'll learn these eventually, I'm sure. That's Kiev and Seoul.
Yep. Havana tied with Kingston 4-4 in the bottom of the 8th. That's a good game there.
And Tijuana finally took the lead over Hanshin. 4-1 there, bottom 9 as Andy Cook's now into pitch. Second, first, and the 8th is over. So will we have one final frame, or can Howe, Moyeda, Esteva, Paratep, Loyan, Ulrichs, Neal, Greer gonna have to pretty much bat around to get this one back. And here's Dry Rafik. He's still pitching. 24 pitches so far. Little weak one, but barehanded at third. Couldn't get it over there. So Howe now has 2 hits on the day. Big threat to steal. Especially with Damini at catcher, but they don't. Moyeda strikes out. Here's Jesus Esteva. Esteva struck him out, so 1 out left to go. And the righty Rafik will now see Vinyana Parantap. He's 0 for 2. Here's the 2-1. Short, gonna easily go to second base. 8-3, your final. Mexico City with the win against Haiti. So the Quakes lose. They go down to 0-2. The Chupacabras go to 2-0 on the year.
Mexico
Somebody
City
knocking at my door. No, you're not.
Mexico City looking like a strong contender to go climb out of the basement this season in the early going. They get 12 hits in this one. A couple of multi-hit days for Subadio, Arndt, Sofrani, and on the Haiti side, they do get 9 hits in this game. 2 for Howe, 2 for Greer, 2 for Loyen. But it is the tale of the pitching, and this one Suzuki goes a strong 6 innings, 3 earned, 3 Ks, and Hagar gets roughed up right away, 5 earned in just 2.1 for him. He's up to 19.29 ERA through 1 start. And the rest of the bullpen gets a little smattering of runs in there as well, as they fall their second game of the series in Mexico City. Other
Ottawa
games.
beats Montreal 8-6. Tijuana beats Henshin 4-1. Mexico City and Haiti, we saw that. The Mambas beat the Sea Monsters 3-2. And Kingston beats the Havana Bananas. That's 5-4. Love the Havana Bananas.
Havana Bananas. Great name, great logo.
All right, top league. So Denver beats Steel City 2-0, tied that series and the season records up at 1. Phoenix beats Seattle 5-1. I think that was the same score as before. Seattle getting hunted. Guadalajara beats Baltimore 7-4. Boston beats Vancouver 4-2, and Brooklyn taking down Chicago. A bad start for the Stars, a good start for the Atlantics 7-5.
That's right. Jeff will be starting to count how many games until he beats his projection, just as he did last year. Off to a fast start here, taking 2 in Chicago, always difficult. Good for him there. Real quickly, I just got to make a change for Jeff.
Yeah, Crooklyn wants their closer called up.
Yeah, they just traded for a guy at the day before opening day, so they want Montgomery down to AAA, and the other guy was this guy. Brooklyn.
Get him up.
Where should we put him? Where do we put him? Mid relief
I'm
for
guessing.
now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I guess we only do like 4 games.
Okay. And the middle league now.
Yep. ICBL, let's take a look at those scores. St. Louis wins 7-2. Hey, they're off to a good start. And Las Vegas, wheels and deals. Hurtado gets the win. Clements, your player of the game there, 2-1. Yamaguchi gets the loss. Late scoring. 1 for Memphis in the 9th, 1 for Vegas in the 9th. Speaking of late scoring, Houston wins 8-5 on 4 1/5 and 3 1/7. Late scoring again. Bay Area, they beat Washington 6-5, and Cincy beats Cape Cod 9-2.
All right. And that'll close out the second day of the opening weekend. And now we head to the ICBL to broadcast from the Bay. We have the Washington Red Wolves visiting the Bay Area Sea Lions. So these two teams have played a total of 16 times. The only time they met was in 2012, which was Bay Area's inaugural season. They didn't have a good one, spoiler alert. And Washington got promoted that season. They took 11 of their 16 meetings in that season. Washington was recently demoted last season from the NABA, or the TWBA, the NABA conference. They are a team that seems to be subject to lots of streaks. When they're hot, they're hot. When they're cold, they're ice cold. They have a lot of hitters who hit for a lot of gap. Previously, they haven't had the pitching to support the bats. They look like they have the advantage in this game. They have a couple of young guys like Alvarez. I think they have two Alvarezes. The Alvarez brothers, both 23 years old. Not really brothers, but I like to think they are. A good squad there. Bay Area had an excellent season last year, turning things around from second to last, finishing third. And they look to be one of the teams fighting for promotion this year. Their best player is Pat Paul and Fuchi Lee. Fuchi Lee, of course, used to be on Washington and then signed a big contract with Bay Area in free agency a couple of seasons ago. And Washington's been trying to replace that third base spot ever since. On the mound, we have Ross Mann versus William Dedeaux. Alright, just want to make sure that this is on. Okay, let's get it going from the Bay.
And I need a voice break while it's done for the night, really. So, Ben, I'm going to have you take front seat on this one. I'll take back seat.
Alright. Leading off for Washington will be Alexis Rokes. And he's going to hit a screamer into right field. That'll fall right in front of the right fielder, and he'll be on first with a single. First at bat of the day. And there's a high popper to right field. Lazy, easy does it. And that'll be the first out of the game. And here's Patero Kalani. He's going to ground that out. Will it be two? Yes, it will. Down goes Washington. Nothing doing. One hit, one stranded. And we head to the bottom of the first, where Bay Area, it'll be Frank, Benferin, and Paul. Frank, big power center fielder. He's going to hit a fly out to right field for the first out. And here's Ayub Benferin. And it's a ground out to the second baseman. That's an easy play. Quick 2 outs there for Bay Area. And here's Pat Paul, their best player. And he's going to swing and get nothing but air. That'll be 1-2-3 goes the Sea Lions as we head to the top of the second.
Both guys fired 12 pitches in the opening frame.
And here's Ruben Pacheco, one of the better hitters on Washington's lineup. And he's going to hit a lazy ground to the second base. That'll be easy. Flip over to Morris for the first out of the inning. And here's the Polish pounder, Latuslav Wadja. I don't know where that ball went.
What is it with you and Polish nicknames?
He was the first original Polish nickname. Polish pounder.
Somebody called the Polish sausage?
The Polish rifle. The Paczki. Or no, the Ponchki. Right, Florida? Ponchki Prince.
Now, see, living up here in Indiana, I had never... Well, I was in Illinois, but I had never heard of Ponchkis. And then I work in television, and they really started talking a lot about Punchki Day. And
Yep.
I was like, what the hell is Punchki Day? Like, oh, it's Fat Tuesday. And I'm like, oh, I know what that is. What in the world's a Punchki?
That's right. Did you know that Chicago has the highest population of Polish people outside of
That is
Warsaw?
not Warsaw. Yep.
So,
Know that my whole life, but never knew what a Punchki was.
so Pączki is very big in Chicago, also big in Pittsburgh. When I lived there for a couple of years, they also had
Really?
Pączkis. Yep. And they love pierogies in both those towns as well. So maybe a pierogi nickname is in the cards at some point.
Oh, I did not know pierogi was Polish. Really?
Mm-hmm. There'll be 2 men, 2 outs, and 2 stranded there as Armstrong goes down swing, and we got nothing through the first 2 frames here. Another pitcher's duel. And here's Javier Huber. Javier Huber was an original pick by Washington as he hits a lazy fly out to the catcher there. He was picked in the inaugural draft, played a couple of seasons with the Red Wolves, and then he was shipped overseas where he had really great success. A phenomenal home run hitter. He hit, I think, 60 home runs in a season a couple of seasons
Oh
ago.
my God.
So they wanted that power back. He was a free agent, and well, he was one of the people that was signed with someone else and then traded before we changed the rules. But anyways, he found his way back to Washington here, and he's hoping to do some damage in that Red Wolf lineup there. You know, less of the offensive load is on his shoulders now. Later in his career, there's a double into the gap. Will it be 3? Nope. He's going to slide in a second, and that'll get the hitting going in the bottom of the 3rd. Here's Mike Frank, the power hitter. And he's going to strike out. Rossman wheeling and dealing so far. That's his 3rd K of the day through 2.1. There's a grounder to the 3rd, and that'll be the 2nd out of the inning.
Largely because of them strikeouts, though, nearly 50 pitches through only 2 2/3, so going to have to watch that stamina there.
That's right. Pat Paul is going to hit one in the gap, and that's going to be the first run of the game here for Bay Area as they score on their home turf. On the out of town, since he's up 1-0 with the bases loaded over Cape Cod. It's deep. Does it have enough? I can't see. Looks like he got there for the 3rd out of the inning. I'm gonna have to do
I can't see.
I'm gonna have to do some zoomed out views for if I want all these widgets up.
Sin committing the ultimate sin and giving up 2 runs, 2-1 Memphis over Vegas right now. It's a good competitive series there, just like this one, really. I mean, these could be serious series when we get to the end of the year.
Steel City in Florida, pitcher's deal going there through 4 innings of work. St. Louis in Florida.
I'm sure Steel City would not like to be down here.
That's right. They are one of the teams that has never been relegated, so they're hoping they can keep that going.
Never been, never planned to.
That's right. So Kalani is on first, and he takes off with a full count, and that's going to be easy put out for Hernandez as we head to the bottom of the 4th. And here's Josh Stoneberg. Little blooper, easy play for the center fielder, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Abel Morris takes his strides from the left side. And he hits a little blooper. Third baseman says, I've got it. That'll be 2 outs. Basuki Mariotti, another lefty here. He's going to hit a liner to the second baseman. Second baseman barely had to move, and that's 1-2-3 for the Sea Lions. Only 4 hits in this game so far through 4 full innings. Ooh, and that's a screamer. That'll be extra bases. Will it be 2? Will it be 3? Looks like he's taking a while to get it. He's going to stop at second. And the Polish Pounder is on second base. Can Washington get some runs going? Here's Brian Alvarez. He's going to ground out to the second baseman. Pounder moves over to the third. And it'll be one out here for Javier Huber.
You know, with Ponder having the Polish Ponder having 35 speed over there, I think he's been pondering the punch.
He probably has a couple of punch keys between innings, just like Babe Ruth. That's why I like to picture. Huber strikes out. Oh, and there's another strikeout. So Dedeaux gets into some trouble, gets a man on third, but he sends two down swinging to get out of it with no damage.
Cincy up 4-1 on the out of town over Cape Cod. Have you ever had a Cape Cod?
Have I ever had a Caped Cod?
Yes.
Is that food?
They make a cape out of cheese.
No, I haven't. Actually, I haven't been.
Oh, I made it up.
Oh, well, that's probably why. I haven't been over to that part of the country. I'd like to visit someday. You know, check out a Caped Cods game. Sounds pretty fun. Florida takes the lead over St. Louis.
Yeah, a perfect game watch going on over there.
And Hernandez is off running. He gets a stolen base, and Frank will sit down swinging. And here's Bin Ferran. The top of the order has struggled so far for Bay Area. It's like, I think, one hit between the first two guys in three. This will be the third game of work here. Memphis and Las Vegas are all tied at 2 apiece in the bottom of the fourth.
Gregory Farnes gets a home run to tie it.
Kendra Kasumata Maha. Yeah, I'm not going to say that again. Here's Alexis Rokes with one out. Rokes really struggled last season after being a solid player for the first couple of years of his career. He was actually benched for a good stretch of time, so managers hoping he can get a little bit more production out of him this season. He's going to take off, steal in, and he's safe. 2 outs here for Petero Kalani. This is one of the third baseman replacements for Fuchi Lee. Plays some third base. He's playing shortstop in this game. He walks. And that'll be 2 men, ducks on the pond for Ruben Pacheco. Dangerous. Here's a pitching change. Here's Karlowski. Oh, and he beans him. He doesn't want to face Pacheco. He's going to put him on first with 2 outs. And here's Polish Pounder. Can he put a pounding on Karlowski and make this a game? Oh, he looks at it right down the middle. Karlowski gets out of it. And it's still 1-0 Bay Area. And here's Pat Paul. Pat Paul with the only RBI of the game. Memphis now takes a 5-2 lead over Las Vegas. He's going to ground out to the first baseman. Easy play. Steps on first for the first out of the inning. Houston over... What's this other team here?
Okay, well,
Since
looks like
he's
Johnson's going
still
down.
leading on Cape Cod. As
Because
Fuchi
apparently-
Lee singles up the middle.
Unspecified or use less doesn't make your guy be used less, I guess.
They'll take the fielder's choice for the second out. And here's Abel Morris, the first baseman. And Stoneberg's going to take off, and the catcher will just hold it there. So he gets an easy bag there to put him into scoring position. And is that going to fall? I think the center fielder ranges under and ends the inning. And we're still 1 run separates these two. And here's Brian Alvarez. Where's the other Alvarez? He grounds out to the third baseman for the first out of the inning. Here's Huber. Huber 0 for 2 on the game. And he strikes out again. So that's what you get with Huber. He's a true 3 outcome guy. He strikes out, he walks, and he hits long bombs. But he plays good defense, so he's got that going for him. He's going to play excellent defense here for the Red Wolves at third base. But you're going to expect he's going to strike out a lot. like he has in this game so far. Zubair singles, and here's Steve Yates. Steve Yates is a really young hitter for Washington as he hits one deep to left, but not quite enough to get it out of the ballpark. Yates was a trade piece this season. He's looking to get him some time here, wherever you can, playing him at first, playing him at DH. But he's got a lot of talented hitters ahead of him, so he's not quite starting just yet. And oh, that one screamed. And you hear the home, couldn't see it, but the home run horn tells me that one is gone. Mariotti makes it 2-0 for Bay Area.
Cotton candy. Strike 3.
And Armando Hernandez steps to the plate. Alex Rodriguez now on the mound for the Red Wolves. And
he and his PED gummies walk the first batter this season.
And Hernandez takes his spot at first base for power hitter Mike Frank, the center fielder.
First batter.
And he is hitless so far this season. Can he
Nice
find his
pickoff
first
at
hit?
first base.
Oh yeah, they got him. Wow. So he's now looking at empty bases, and he strikes out, and he'll remain hitless this season. Will he ever get a hit? Mike Frank. You'll have to wait and see.
My guess is yes. And my Magic 8 Ball did not tell me that.
Strike 3.
Rokes goes down swinging. Sean Van Sant, he won the reliever of the year in the ICBL last year. He's going to come in and pitch the end of this one, maybe? He's already gone 1.1. Well, he walks Carlos Alvarez. Carlos Alvarez, a really young, strong contact hitter. Oh, nope, they're going to take Van Zandt out of there. Alvarez, one of the players to watch, could be an MVP type player. He's got loads of potential and still very young. Ruben Pacheco comes out to bat with 2 outs, man on second, and he's going to hit that in the gap, and that'll put Washington on the board. This game's now 2-1. They're going to bring in Van Zandt's man, so that'll be credited to him as Natera looks to get out of this jam with 2 outs. Polish Pounder out to bat. Oh, and he's going to walk this time. Brian Alvarez stepping to the plate from the left side with 2 men aboard, 2 outs. Can Natera get out of it? He's going to hit one down the line. Will this score? That'll score 1. Close throw to the plate. He slides, but he's safe. And we have a tie ball game here in the top of the 8th. And here's Huber. He struck out at least twice today. Maybe 3 times. And he's going to strike out again. But Washington finally finds their bats, gets 2 on the board, and we're all tied. 5 hits apiece, 2 runs, 1 error for Washington as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Here's Ayub bin Farhan. Florida now up 7-1 on St. Louis. Cincinnati 6-4 on Cape Cod.
And I do want to say real quick before we get too much further, sorry if you guys heard any banging there. Apparently Thor, the North God of Thunder, is occupying the upstairs above my apartment right now.
Paul singles up the middle. He's having himself a day as he stands on first base. Here's Fuchi Lee. He's going to get 1, and that'll be 2. That's a 5-4-3 double play, and that'll end the inning.
Out of nowhere, 4 runs in a 9.
I missed that. Oh, Atlanta's that brownish color. They're trailing Houston 6-4.
Well, St. Louis had 4 in the 9th. It was 7-0.
Oh, that's right. 7-1, I think. They had 3. What are the games we got? Oh, that's a close one there. As Rokes
walks, yep.
sees ball 4. Here's Carlos Alvarez. He walked last time up. He's going to hit one. Does it have enough? Oh, it's a fumble bumble. And that's going to put 2 men on with 2 outs.
Ooh, that booted ball's problem.
Can Kalani take the lead here for the Red Wolves?
Oh,
He's
boy.
going to load the bases. Well, they keep Natera in there. They're going to keep him in the high leverage situation. Here's Ruben Pacheco, one of the better hitters on the team now. Who you want to face? Oh, and he's going to hit that one. Ooh, but it's right at the right fielder, I think. And that's going to be the 3rd out. And as we head to the bottom of the 9th. Bottom of the 9th? Yes, bottom of the 9th. Here's Josh Stoneberg, the DH. Alex Rodriguez still on the mound. Stoneberg is going to hit one into left field, and he's going to take a turn. He says, I'll stick to first base with the first single with no outs. Now they're going to switch the pitcher. Here's Jose Manchila, the lefty, going to face the lefty, and they're going to do a nice jump play for ring him up for 2. And now we got clear bases here for Hua Ding Zan. That's a pinch hitter, and he's going to strike out in his pinch hit appearance as Manchila comes in and closes the door. We're playing extras here. Here's Latuslav Waja, and he strikes out. I feel like they have a lot of big, meaty batters here on this Red Wolf lineup. Big, meaty guys who have a lot of power, a lot of gap, not a lot of speed, but they also strike out a lot, seems to be. They also have a lot of speedy contact guys. It's a weird mix. It's a weird mix of hitters here. They got Huber and Waja who homer and strike out a lot, and then they got guys like the Alvarez bros who hit for gap pretty fast. We'll see how it works here in the ICBL. Washington, one of the teams projected to finish at the top and go right back up to the TWBA where they came from. Made a couple of acquisitions in the offseason to shore up that lineup, bringing over Taralba from Berlin to help out the pitching staff, bringing over Alvarez to help out the hitting. Made some nice moves there before the free agency started to extend Taralba to a long contract pretty cheaply than he would have been on the open market. So nice heads up move there. There'll be 2 outs with the man on first as Frank strikes out swinging. Here's a Yubin Ferran. Mike Walker is on the mound now, the lefty. Oh, and Ben Ferran's going to hit a screamer down the gap. Is it going to be 2? Is it going to be 3? And that's going to be the game. Sea Lions walk it off in the 10th to take the win at home. Oh, it's a home run. Maybe not. Foghorns for the win. So this one ends 3-2 in favor of Bay Area. Washington gets 5 hits on the day. No multi-hit days. 1 hit for Rokes, Pacheco, Waja, Alvarez, and Zubair. Bay Area has 8 hits, multi-hit days for Paul and Mariotti. On the pitching side, Mann goes 5.11 earned, 4 Ks. Not a bad outing for him. He's got a 1.69 ERA. And Rodriguez gives up 1 run in relief over 2 innings of work. Walker gets the loss. Gives up the final run in the last frame. Dido goes 5.2, no earned. Van Zandt gives up a run. Natera gives up a run to blow the save, but Bowling comes in and shuts the door and gets the win. Player of the game is William Dido.
Yeah, I don't think it was hard to deduce that Dido was going to be the player of the game.
That's right, 6 Ks for him. Nice outing there. He's been on the team the whole time. Bay Area has been in charge, or existed, I suppose. So we have Memphis taking the series lead over Las Vegas, going to 2-1 on the year. Sin gets a loss, gets hammered in that one. Houston over Atlanta 4-6. Washington and Bay Area we saw. Florida dismantling St. Louis to get a win back in that series. Cape Cod continues to lose to Cincinnati, going to 3-0 and 0-3 respectively. Let's head over to the top league and see what's going on there. So, Phoenix pours it on in the 6th, 11 runs to go up 3-0 in that one. Guadalajara 8-5 over Baltimore. Lots of runs and hits in that game. Denver falls to Steel City 4-3. Boston beats Vancouver 6-2 to go to 3-0 on the year. Chicago gets their first win of the year. Martinez winning that one 3-1 in favor of Chicago. Alright, so let's head down to the IBL. And it'll be Los Angeles losing to Santo Domingo. Ottawa beating Montreal 9-8. Haiti winning 6-2 over Mexico City, so they get a win in that series. Hanshin takes care of business in Japan at home for Tijuana. Imagine that flight from Tijuana to Hanshin. That's a long one. Havana Bananas lose to Kingston to go to 1-2 on the season. And that will end our stream day. I will sim the final day using the real-time sim. So thanks for joining me on the stream, Mike, and doing the blunt of the work. And thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll have to do these more regularly. I'm thinking second Friday sims we could do this kind of format. Most of the games will be live stream, kind of like spring training was. I think that sounds good. So we'll do a game of the week where everyone can see their stadium, their teams on the stream, and we'll do it live like this. Alright, thanks for tuning in. See you next time.